Can hypnosis help with anxiety symptoms? I picked 10 anxiety symptoms. There's plenty out there. I just picked 10 at random just to see if we could help through hypnosis with those symptoms. Excessive worrying. Now that could be health, family, money, work, school. Anything at all can get you into the worrying process, which can escalate. But what if hypnosis could help you find better ways? Your powerful subconscious could find better ways to deal with health, family, money, work, school. Whenever a problem arose, what if your subconscious was strong enough to deal with it in a healthy way? Suggestions can work through hypnosis to help your subconscious make better decisions. Decisions that won't keep you up all night. Speaking of keeping up all night, difficulties with sleeping and restlessness. If every night you went to sleep knowing that you would be all right with dealing with the situations that are going to be ahead of you. Sometimes difficulties with sleeping and restlessness can come from poor sleep habits, poor sleep hygiene, inconsistent sleep schedule, varying routines day to day, or unsure of what lies ahead tomorrow. So if hypnosis was to give you a tool to deal with these problems, a healthy way of dealing with these problems, so you could get to sleep without worrying about what may lay ahead. What if hypnosis could focus your concentration on becoming better with your sleep habits? Fatigue. An overall feeling of tiredness or lack of energy. Not to be confused, of course, with just simply feeling drowsy or sleepy. There is such a thing as just working too hard. Fatigue is more no motivation, no energy. Being sleepy may be a sign of fatigue, but being sleepy and fatigue are not the same thing. So what if you were able to change the way you thought about your work? What if you could be excited about that next project you have ahead? What if you could be excited to get up and ready to take on that day? How would that change your efficiency, your effectiveness at work? How would that change how you see everything? Concentration issues. Now these could be rooted in bigger issues. Could be from chronic stress, or maybe you're stretched too thin at work. Or there's a change in the workload or the change in the work schedule. All of a sudden you may find yourself doing 3 jobs, 4 jobs, 5 jobs. Your workload just keeps adding up and adding up. Maybe it's a confidence issue. Maybe you don't have it in you to stand up to your boss and say, look, this is enough. I can only do so much. What if a part in your brain decided, yes, you can stand up for yourself in an appropriate manner? What if we could change your subconscious to absolutely focus on that issue at hand? What if everything that you did had to do with that big project that needed to be done in a certain timeline? What if being stretched too thin became non-existent because your concentration allowed you to be more efficient and effective at work? Irritability and tension. Irritability, tension can make you more sensitive to stressful situations. Life stress, lack of sleep, transitional life changes, and health changes. They can all cause irritability and tension. What if you could gracefully change? What if every situation that came about didn't have to be stressful? What if you had a coping ability? If you had an idea of how to deal with it in a more effective, healthier way? Increased heart rate and palpitations can also be a symptom of anxiety. Fast heartbeat, fluttering, pounding heart. Now, some may be very, very minute. Nothing you have to worry about. Of course, on a higher degree, you definitely have to go see a doctor. But this could be a secondary effect of hypnosis, or a secondary advantage to using hypnosis is with less stress and more coping abilities to be able to deal with the symptoms, these may very well just go away. Sweating and hot flashes. Life transitions can cause sweating and hot flashes. It's a very uncomfortable thing to go through. It can be a major interruption in someone's daily routine. They're always embarrassing when in front of somebody else. It's never at a good time. You can never have a hot flash when you're feeling cold. That's not the way it works. So what if, instead of every time you had a hot flash and getting stressed out because you're having another hot flash, what if you thought of it in a new way? What if you could be okay with life changes? You could deal with them as they come. Things might not seem like they're such a big deal anymore. Trembling and shaking, again, can be another secondary gain when it comes to hypnosis. If the stress leaves you, if everything leaves when it comes to how you look at things, if it's no longer stressful and it's no longer going to affect you, then your increase in heart rate, breathing, and blood pressure may not be a thing. A fear of the situation may go away if you have a coping ability that's healthy that you can deal with it. Or a fear of even thinking about being in the situation will be gone. You'll have the power inside you to know you can deal with it. And all of these things can prime your brain and body to act in either a flight, fight, or freeze action, but why does it have to get to that? If you have the ability inside you, and your subconscious is a very powerful thing, if you have the ability inside you to deal with any life situation that may come to the table, all of this can just go away. Chest pains and shortness of breath. Obviously, if it's serious, go see a doctor. But again, a secondary gain from hypnosis, if you can deal with the stress, your stomach aches, maybe a thing of the past, nausea, gone. That uncomfortable feeling of being in that situation just vanishes. That trapped feeling may become a thing of the past. Not only will you not feel trapped, you may feel very welcome to be there. Knowing that you can deal with it. Knowing that you have something you can bring to the table. With the profound new feeling of confidence. Feelings of terror or impending doom. Feeling like you're going to faint, fear of you dying. No matter what you do, you will fail and it will all go wrong. A thing of the past. Dealing with your anxiety symptoms will give you a boost in confidence, knowing that you can do what you have to do. Without any worry, without any feelings of terror or impending doom. Now, secondary gains can also be many different things. I mean, you may feel like you are now ready to take on the world, and you may start to change in other ways. Now that your anxiety symptoms have subdued, maybe you won't be afraid to get out there socially. Maybe that thing you've been waiting a long time to do, you can finally do without any worries, with the confidence of someone who has been doing it for years. In all, I think hypnosis can help with any aspect of your life. And anxiety symptoms are no different. Once you get to the root cause of any problem, you learn to start to deal with it, and you develop the coping abilities in order to keep going. And I hope if anybody needs changes in their lives, that they'll think of folk or hypnosis and give me a call. Thank you.